Okay, that house in Galena, Missouri, 115 Rolla Hill Road. I always get strange vibes in that house. Very bad, negative vibes. I was stuck in that house some years ago when Lena, Robert, and Arhelia colluded to dump me there. And it's when Arhelia ran off to Russia. After she was in Russia, 30 days later, Agnes was dead. As predicted by Arhelia at the airport, at the gate, as she was boarding the plane. She said it so gleefully, so full of joy. She said, "When I get back, Agnes will be dead. Agnes knows it, and she said it to me." Well, I knew it too. So they took me, Angelina, Roberto, and they dumped me at that trailer in Galena. And I had such bad vibes in that house. So then I ask a question now, because there's a lot of dead people around these three, Argelia, Robert, and Angelina. There's a lot of dead people popping up, dead in violent circumstances. So my question, before I shuffled this deck, was, did Robert knock off someone and bury them in the ground over there in Galena, Missouri? Did Robert knock off someone and bury them in the ground over there in Galena, Missouri? I said secrets, secrets left untold, buried in the ground, to be sold, rising up, up above, beneath the Son of God. And here we have this card, this deck. This is what gives rise to the issue. These two rows are the issue. This is the finality, the outcome. This is a card that sits at the bottom of the deck. And this in one card is the theme, the one-word theme. And what do we have? We have someone blindfolded sitting, and behind them is a new moon, and they're holding two swords. And it shows someone who is bound by a fated action. And they don't know where to go. They're confused. They don't know how to deal with it because they're facing the truth from their left and from their right. And the truth is crossing over them, holding them down. And they cannot escape. Judgment is here. And just to the right of that is the moon. This is a representation of deep secrets, of hidden dark collusions, of even witchcraft. So let's go to these cards. And here we have a King of Cups. Then we have a King of Wands reversed. And we have the Ten of Swords of ultimate betrayal reversed. This man is lying on the ground. He's not alive. And he has 10 swords stabbed in his back. And this was done to this man by a King of Wands, a violent person, an adult, a male. And the man who lies here with his swords jutting out of his back, he was an honorable man of emotion, a man who lived a balanced life, and he lived through his emotional empathy. Okay? But then, what is the end result before we get into the issue at large? End result is the death card reverse. Oh, death was given to another. And we have the King of Cups here. Death was done to another. And it was in union. There was a union. There were two people involved. Either the death arose because this man had a bonded agreement, a romance. It had to be romance, the two cups with another person, or it was in collusion with another person. And this card can also indicate poisoning. And what's the result? Here we have the 7 of coins. And there this man is there. He's looking down at the ground at his coins. And he's digging into the ground. So immediately on its face, the cards that pop up, the first one is this one. The second one is this one. What lies beneath all? Delusion. Witchcraft. And then we pop up this, pop, 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 and there you have the 10 of swords jammed into the back, reversed, done to someone else. There we have the death card, done to someone else. It was either through poisoning or it was done in collusion with another person. Someone helped him, and that person was thrown underneath the ground. And it was done for reasons of financial gain. There was a benefit to be had. Now, let's look at the issue at large. We have first and reverse the 10 of coins. There's nothing to be gained financially from this situation because next to it is judgment. The Holy Spirit judgment is here in the center, looking down on everything that has given great remorse to other people. Remorse. Great emotional turmoil, emotional loss to another person. So the judgment relates to that loss which arose out of someone who was trying to steal the financial abundance of another person. Then beneath that card, which is in the reverse, is another card with the coins having to do with money. That person worked hard for what they had. That person had a lot. Then there's this fool. That sits beneath the judgment. There's this person, Roberto, who sits there like a fool, thinking himself so happy and joyful for what he has done, because he thinks he has niggered the judicial system, that he has control over the lion, that he has the strength to do this, and it leads him to what? Insanity. This card represents mental insanity. And that card is next to that body that was buried beneath the ground. But the greatest card of all is this one. The Tower, which is karma striking down and breaking all and smashing down that delusion. And it sits over Robert, who has been rendered insane, mad, totally imprisoned within his mental. He has no heart. He has nothing. I see nothing but this. Robert, you have a lot to answer for, don't you? You've done this more than once. You don't stop, do you? You don't stop. But now, everything that you have done is here to take you down. You will do to yourself what you have done to other people. Yes, sir. In the past, you've used it as a manipulation, emotional manipulation on others. Oh, I'm going to do myself in. I'm going to do it. You fake mother. You coward. But now you're going to do it. You're going to do it. because you have years of imprisonment for what you have done, Robert. You have no escape. Robert, you are a sick, fat pig. You are delusional. You never worked. There's no indication of you working. It's always somebody else working. And judgment is here to get you. You, the insane fat swine who thinks that they can do the system as their slave. This is a delusion, Robert. You are insane. For what you put underground, your secrets hidden underground, Robert. Robert, your time is here. Your time is here. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.